Welcome to Martinsville, Virginia, qualifying underway for the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series presented by Mr. Ghostman. We're at Martinsville to open up the round of 8. Got 8 drivers trying to get it down to 4 in 2 weeks' time. Tensions will be high, pressure is on. Playoffs at Martinsville. It doesn't get much better than this. Brian, how are we doing today?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm waiting to see with the number 14 go fast, eat tacos, see what he's going to do today.
14, Mike Edwards. He might be a little biased on that pick, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, just a little bias, when the drivers have your name on the car, you get a little biased.
A little bit. It's understandable. Bill Rivard at the top of the sheets right now in the number 10 Hunter Hawkins machine in the pole position at the moment. Wes Parker able to jump up ahead of him in the 10-10s machine. Jake in chat with the G-Fet. Wes Parker sticks his primary into the barrels. He's going to have to go to a backup here for the race. That car wedged into the barrels. Now we're dry on track. There's not many cars out there qualifying. Clint Roberts out there on his second lap. Already put 1 lap in for 10th position.
I'll tell you what, a playoff race in Martinsville is going to get spicy.
Oh, it's going to get spicy. We're going to have all kinds of silliness for sure. I'm here for it, though, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
Dustin Franklin jumps up to the 3rd spot. 74 Fort Worth Screen Esports machine. His second lap a touch quicker, but he will stay in the 3rd spot. Does not jump up a position. Who the voice is, that man? You know who it is. It's our man, Man Cave Gaming. JJ, as many of you know him.
Hey, what up, Corey? How you doing?
Clapper Newell jumps up into the 6th spot. Nice lap for the 21 team. Wallen, Labor 12 machine, shows up in the 10th spot.
Go, Daniel!
John Garrett out on track. Mr. Series sponsor, real life marker driver, puts the 66 in 6th, and man, it says 666. I don't know about that. John, I'm going to need you to move up a spot.
Yeah, we need you to do something there, bud. Go out there and do another lap.
Goes quicker on lap 2. Mike Edwards jumps up to 4th. John Garrett moves up to 5th. It makes you cry a happy tear hearing that man's voice. I agree. It is a sexy voice to have in the booth with me. It's a nice voice to. It's a nice voice to contrast my high pitchy whiny. Edwards lap 2 quicker, but still remains in that 4th spot. There was quite a gap from that 5th to 4th spot, so he had plenty of room to improve and still stay there. Looks like Clapper Newell's taking extra practice. Clint Roberts has settled in 16th. Not many cars to show right now, just a couple taking extra practice, Clapper Newell and Roberts. 17 a foot a lap down. We got 23 here tonight. Hayden Lowell, I heard, left the session. Technical problems are getting bigger, he says. That's not good. One of our playoff drivers struggling here. Can't get the car through technical inspection. Hopefully we can get him back.
Better figure it out, buddy.
Yeah. Race coming soon. You don't want to be missing out. Get stuck behind that 8 ball early on. No fault of his own. J Munch sitting at the end of pit road in the Magic the Gathering 69 machine. Can't get a good look at him because of the pit wall. If you go out and qualify, we get a good look at you. We'll just watch Clint in his Cardinals car. Clint making the rare Xfinity Series appearance.
Oh, that car looks amazing, except when they play my Dodgers, but good looking car.
So when your Dodgers play the Cardinals, this car doesn't look very good, that's what you're saying.
No, yeah.
Any other time it looks great.
Perfect. Yep, that's exactly what I mean.
Okay, I need to get me one of them color changing cars then.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for qualifying. Wes Parker, Bill Rivard, your front row. Let's see if we can't get Wes Parker.
I intentionally got a 1X on both laps, and it counted 1 for some reason. I don't like it.
That is impressive.
Hey, Clint, welcome, man. Good race with you.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for coming out. 150 laps at
Let's
Martinsville.
see if
60%
Cart makes it out there.
1 fast repair, 3 green-white checkers.
Well, hello, Wesley.
Hello.
Travel will be
Well, you're
back
sitting
in a
on
couple
pole
weeks.
here
Hopefully
tonight.
by the
What
end of the
is
season. If
what is the
not,
strategy
we'll
to
be
keep it
back
up there
very
after
much.
150 laps?
Win the damn race.
Well, that's how you
Just
win the
saying.
race, by being up front after 150 laps. But what I want to know is, how do you keep it up there?
Hope there's a caution like every lap.
This track is terrible.
Every
There are
single
still
lap.
momentum
Mike
at
Edwards
present,
says he
enough
won't
to
let you
deliver
win, so
the
there
form
is
a
that.
coherent sentence at the end of this
He
race.
wrecked
That'll
me
be a
2
win.
weeks ago.
Yeah, well, apparently he's still mad.
I like this track.
Well, that ain't my problem.
It might be.
I was nice to him. He just got loose, man.
That might be the problem. Sometimes when you're nice to Mike, he just kind of turns it around on you.
I have went rogue.
All right, well, congrats on the pole. We'll see if we're talking to you after the race, and good luck tonight.
I'll try not wrecking 2 laps.
That did happen last night. Wes Parker, our pole sitter, joining us for a quick word there. Let's go ahead and drag him back to his team chat so he can have his teammates around him. Takes a minute to drag everybody all the way down. There we go. Those 10-10s guys are all the way at the bottom. And now that we got Brian in the booth, I can't just jump down there and talk to him. All right, let's run through our starting lineup presented by Labor 12. Labor 12 providing us our starting lineup tunes here. Thank you so much to them. Check them out on Spotify, Apple Music, and wherever you get your tunes from. Labor 12, Labor XII. Here we go. Wes Parker on pole with Bill Rivard starting alongside. That's your front row. Dustin Franklin, the 74. Starts alongside Mike Edwards in the 14 on row 2. John Garrett, Mark Dingman make up row number 3. And you have Galloway and Clapper Newell on row 4. Ethan Evers, Harry Grindell make up row number 5. Matt Benke and Nathan Lafayette, row 6. Jeremy Scher, Labor 12. Jeremy Scher at Labor 12. Daniel Wallen is not Labor 12, but he's starting 14th. Ian Montrose, Clint Roberts on row number 8. Then you have row 9, Jonathan Legger, and would have been Hayden Lull, but Hayden not showing up yet. So struggles early for one of our championship drivers. Then you have row 10, Bikey and Munchel.
I don't remember.
Row 11, Alex Reeling and Darren Deal. And row 12, Jake Lawrence starting shotgun on the field. Alex Reeling not on track. Hayden Lull just showed up.
Triple monitors. Are
So
all
Hayden
on
Lull
one monitor, and they're on my right monitor.
Does get on track. That's good news for him. And there's going to be plenty of opportunity for caution to get his lap back. I think he'll go a lap down early unless the caution comes out immediately, because he will have to start from the pits.
I don't know how the
But there is
Well, we
a
are in
67.
Martinsville, so it can come out early.
Exactly, early and frequently. I don't see it being an issue for him as long as he's able to keep the system working. He's fallen out twice here. Lights out on our pace car.
no.
We're getting set for the start. How do you feel about the race here?
I have 3 monitors.
I think it's
so
going to be
on one
messy, but I
monitor
think
on
it's
my
going to be
right
fun.
monitor.
Ready for some good racing. Let's go.
Let's go. Get it. Have to wait for the green on the first start. Parker, your leader, on the inside of the line. There we go. Green flag out at Martinsville. We are underway in the round of 8 playoffs at Martinsville. We have a blinker early on. That's Mark Dingman in the 82. Normally not a blinker in this field. A couple cars got it pretty high there. Piper Newell among them, but we stay side by side for the lead. Parker and Rivard battling it out. Parker not in the playoffs. Rivard is, so Rivard has more to race for. That doesn't make Parker any less a threat as he gets up into the door of Bill Rivard and contact. Wes Parker already had some issues with some of the drivers in the field. After that contact, it looks like Parker kind of let Rivard go. Didn't want to cause an issue. Those two are teammates at 10-10s Racing. So Rivard gets out in front of Parker.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they're teammates and they went side by side for so long.
So no team games being played there. You see just up ahead of them, Hayden Lull. And the caution comes out, so Hayden Lull does not go a lap down.
I really would rather not be a punching bag tonight.
He got exactly what he needed. Now he's...
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's Daniel.
Daniel Wallen has gone around. He gets to the outside of Benke, makes contact with the door, and spins up to the outside wall. Kind of a weird wreck there. Looks like Benke was slow on the inside. Let's try to back up, see what happens to the 35 here. Well, he was just ahead of Daniel, just maybe a little bit slower on corner entry than Daniel expected. Then they make contact door to door, and the 23 goes around into the outside wall.
Like 35 got some damage in the back, too. It looked like he helped 35 around that corner there.
Definitely kind of pushed him down a bit. There's obvious back end damage to the Benke machine. We are under our first caution at Martinsville. Brake bias set to Daniel. Pretty funny clip. All right. Bill Rivard, Wes Parker. Bill able to get the lead, but you see that little bit of left side damage to his 10 car after door-to-door contact with the 22 of Parker. Fortunately at Martinsville, you know this, Brian, it doesn't really take that much in the form of aerodynamics. Basically, you just need a spoiler and 4 wheels and you're good to go.
Yeah, as long as your
Like,
car
cops make me
turns,
hungry.
you're fine.
Exactly, and you know the wall's there, so if it doesn't turn, it'll turn eventually.
If anyone would like to look in general of this series, you can see how I'm forced to drive, so...
I
yeah,
think this time we're gonna have a good run of some greens,
We always run
especially if
involved
they
in
stay
what
single
really
foul.
goes.
We'll see what's gonna happen here.
Oh, I think we'll be lucky to get 10 laps consecutive green at any point in this race. It's just the way Martinsville is. Always has been. I'm pretty sure on iRacing it always will be.
Yeah, that's true. It's a little too tight, but they'll make it work. I'm anxious to see.
Switching
What was
for the
that
rest of
car
the
there,
race.
that playoff car that came in late that got his lap back?
Hayden Lowe.
What'd he say?
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what he does here. He has to move up spots.
He's currently in, what, 23rd? 21st. 21st for Hayden Lowe. Our scoreboard stops at 20 on the screen, so we have to look it up the hard way. Hayden 21st, Daniel Llewellyn 22nd. One car did not actually grid, so we had 23 show up, 22 started the race. And there is Hayden Lowe in the 67.
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna get a little anxious coming up here. He has to move up spots.
Yeah,
Looks
but
like Daniel took a new car.
it's a danger zone there. Rivard using the outside line, gets it restarted, and Dingman collects John Garrett. Garrett goes around back up into front of the field, and the wreck is on. Mark Dingman.
Oh no.
Sorry, Matt. Hey.
Mark Dingman did not get traction on the restart, spun down into John Garrett, and then the wreck just went chaotic from there.
Yeah, you remember when I said a long green run? Let's forget about that.
There it is. John Garrett getting pushed back up into the field.
Around sideways, you don't have to just keep pushing to get your ass through.
Driver's already getting spicy. We're working on lap 8. Let's see if we can watch from the Dingman car a little closer. See there, he jumped sideways and it did not go well. Dingman then gets a piece of Nathan Lafayette on the way out. Let's see if we can watch from a blimp shot here. There we go. The 82 spins the tires, collects John Garrett, spins him to the inside. Dingman fortunate to make it through there, but the calamity behind it, Hayden Lowell was stopped in the back. J.R. Deal backs into him there, so Hayden Lowell gets a little piece of it. Llewellyn, Roberts, J. Munch, a lot of cars collected in that with nowhere to go.
Yeah, looks like the 99, unfortunate there. He has no front end. Open wheel.
Going modified racing. Let's watch this from Hayden Lowell. He was all the way at the back of the pack. There you see John Garrett tagging the inside wall. He gets in the back of Jake Lawrence. Jake Lawrence, not too much damage really. There's JR backing into Hayden, but still light contact. Martinsville, that shouldn't be much of an issue. They all make it out. And now the Hayden Lowell machine on pit road to get some damage repair. As I say that, he disappears. Wonder if Hayden's had enough. We don't see him on track anymore.
Yeah, the Martinsville will do that to you. Bring the most proudest person to their knees, you know.
For sure, quickly. But he's gotten back on track. He was just there briefly out. He's back on track, but he's going to go multiple laps down here. He's already showing 2 laps down.
Yeah, I wonder why he's taking so much damage off. He didn't need to let the crew work on it that much.
Might be having some issues. He's now showing 3 laps down as the field works his way by. Still at Martinsville, that's easy to make up. Now he's down and away. And it switched from 3 laps down to 2 laps down. Interesting. Weird things going on. But exactly. iRacing be iRacing sometimes. Exactly. You know, you've been here.
Yep.
So Bill Rivard is actually behind a couple cars. Rivard is your leader. Mr. Hunter Hawkins, but he's behind Jeremy Scher and the 69 of Joel Munchell. They got trapped behind the pace car, but they're still in the lead lap, and now that we're 1 to green, they get to go around, catch the back of the field. See ahead of them, Brandon Bikey, one of our playoff drivers. He got involved in that wreck, has heavy back end damage. Looks like maybe he slowed down for the wreck, because the front end's fine, but the back end got tagged by somebody who didn't slow down quite as much.
Yeah, it looks like the way his back end is, he might have a little bit of trouble turning.
I think he'll be alright. It's right in the center. If you're going to get rear end damage, the center is the best. That way the air can still hit the corners. Bill Rivard gets us restarted. Jumps out in front of Wes Parker, Mike Edwards, Harry Grindell. Edwards trying to take third away on that outside line. Grindell has the short way around, and after about a lap or two, you're going to want to get down to the bottom. Edwards still putting up a fight. Grindell might let him down here. Grindell's going to give him the spot. Edwards going to be able to get to the bottom. He'll take over third. Grindell fourth. Dustin Franklin in fifth. Ethan Evers sixth. There's Gallimore and Montrose. They battle for seventh. As the field quickly single file. We'll see how long that lasts.
Montrose. Yeah, that move by Mike there was amazing. I like his aggressive. He always drives aggressive.
Yeah, Edwards able to get that outside line. Got a good jump up there. Catapulted him up into the third spot. Nice move for the KVRP Toyota. See Grindell not letting him get too far away. Wes Parker, meanwhile, riding close to Bill Rivard's back bumper. I don't expect to see Parker push too hard. At least not for a while.
Daniel.
That's alright, my bad. I hit the fucking apron.
Liggers had an issue. His car was slow that lap. Let's see what happened to Llewellyn. Heard him have an apology issued to him. John Garrett not taking a fast repair. The 66 running like a modified. We're 3 wide at Bristol. That doesn't work. Llewellyn goes around, as does Clapper Newell. Caution back out for the third time this race. 3 wide just does not work in Martinsville, does it, Brian?
No, 2 wide doesn't work most of the time.
Let's see what happens here. Llewellyn gets up the track.
Kind of got punted into the corner.
It looks like the 21 thought it was a little bit more room than that. Slid up just a little bit into Llewellyn, and Bob's your uncle.
Let's see if there's contact from the 69. The driver of the 21 saying they had help into the corner. Let's see. Yeah, he does get a push from the 69. Then he gets inside Llewellyn. I think he had time to brake and not be 3 wide, but driver saw it differently, and we're not behind the wheel, so what do we know, right?
And he almost took a Daniel out too, trying to get off the track there.
Llewellyn, no back in now in the 23 machine. We got John Garrett coming back down for more repairs to the 66. His car beaten up in that last
Let the
wreck.
dog outside.
It's all right, Daniel. We call that weight reduction, buddy. You're good.
Jinxie in chat saying, go Hunter, go Lawrence, go JR Deal. Sounds like a possible KVRP fan.
Oh, you want to start something there, Clapper?
Oh,
Jinxie is the medic.
the one that filled for
Shy.
me.
How you doing, Shy?
Shy. Hey, Shy.
Yeah, okay.
Clapper Newell and J Munch having some spiciness on the
someone
radio.
did.
Oh, that's why. Under caution, looks like the 21 gives a message to the 69 machine. Jilly, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh, it's Lena. Yeah, the 21 giving a message to the 69. Gave him a shot there under yellow. We'll see how the stewards handle that post race. We don't have any live stewards in this race.
Hi, Lana.
There it is again. Clapper Newell and J Munch making contact again. That was live. That was not a replay.
That wasn't?
That was not a replay. That was live. The 21 and 69 cars not getting along.
This restart's going to get interesting.
It is, but probably not up front. All these KVRP people coming in. JJ is team sponsor of this 14 machine. Riding in the third spot. Got KVRP.com on the back. Then you got the 26 car Ethan Evers. Very similar paint job. One's teal, one's green. So there you see them both on screen. KVRP on the hood. And those are JJ is part of the team, helps own the team. team sponsor.
Let's
That's what we'll
go.
call
Mm-hmm.
him.
Taking bottom.
Bill Rivard is the bottom, he just admitted. So Hunter Hawkins on bottom, Bill and Wes Parker going to be on the outside. Looks like Mike Edwards in third, Harry Grindell fourth. We'll see if the bottom changes their fate this
Hunter
time.
Hawkins on bottom. Oh, Lord.
I think Mike's going to make a run for second here,
Run for now.
especially starting off on the bottom.
Well, to tell you, there's beef between that 22 and 14, so second and third, it could get spicy.
Aiden, I'm not gonna try to fight you at all.
It's all right, Mike. Send him right round.
I'm not gonna
Right
take
round.
any risk either.
Bill with a great restart. Wes Parker going to be able to hang on to second, and Harry Grindell going to use the outside to catapult to third as Edwards didn't get a very good start there. Quickly single file through the top 8. Then you have JR Deal, Mr. Johnny Outlaw battling Benke in the 35 Amtrak machine. Little Caesar's car jumps up into the top 10. Benke now 11th. Edwards a little out of the racing groove there. Things very calm for the moment for a short track. Looks like the 21's in front of the 69. We'll see if there's anything going on there. Hayden, the brake bias a little out of shape, collects the curb. Does he get J-Munch? He does. We stay green as J-Munch keeps the car going mostly straight. Great job by J-Munch there in the 69 Magic machine. J-Munch probably none too pleased, but
Sorry, Joel. I got in there a little deep, and you just kept coming down. That's
I'm
my
surprised he kept that straight, especially heading into the grass. That was a nice job.
it was a great job by J-Munch. Rivard Parker still knows the tail for the front of the field. Harry Grindell racing from overseas. Grindell in the third spot. Team Kamikaze Toyota. Did Parker just give a shot to Rivard? I believe he did. You see Parker back way off after it.
Yeah, gave him a little push.
I hear spinning in the background. Let's see. Looks like Nathan Lafayette out of shape in the 00. He was running in the top 10 and gets up into the outside wall. That's going to drop him down to the back of the pack. We stay green, though. Oh, Hayden Lowell gets into Jeremy Clapper Newell. Clapper Newell goes around. Clapper Newell, that's going to bring out the caution. And the 00 of Lafayette gets into him at the end. Clapper Newell in the 21, not having a Martinsville race to remember.
Dude, you weren't gonna make the corner.
Yeah, the 00, I'm not sure if there's a tire issue, but that's the second lap in a row where he slid up.
Clapper
Making that
Newell
turn there.
getting turned around. Looks like he maybe didn't know the 67 was there, or he just didn't care. One of the two. Well, there it
Mix
is.
of both, maybe.
Maybe both. The 21 car been a bit spicy tonight. Not out of characteristic, sadly. He is a development driver for the DJ race team. We're trying to work that out of him. Clearly, we still have some work to do. Rivard leads.
Well, you know, his plan was to catch a yellow every lap.
Yeah, that was Wes Parker in second. He lost the lead. So Wes going to have to try and get back in front of Bill before these cautions stack up like that. Let's see, the top 10 have yet to come to pit road. Mark Dingman in 11th, the 82 machine. He came down, looks like about lap 10. Not a whole lot of cars taking tires just yet. Hayden Lowell is going to go to pit road here.
Hey, Swift, could you show the replay again?
After the race, sure. So Hayden going to hit the box.
I'm telling you what, Mountain's just doing a great job of driving and typing.
He's really good at that. Sometimes his green flag he'll do it, not even under yellow. He's a funny guy like that. When you say invest in a harness and chat, and the rest of us, some of the other folks don't know what the harness is, KFRP, it sounds really, really dirty.
Yeah. That's, well, we're not going to get into what's really dirty in KVRP. A harness is at least of that.
Going on Swift, yeah, the harness is useful.
Yeah, we'll leave the blue pill stuff to Johnny Outlaw on the 9.
Yeah, Johnny, save some for the rest of us, bud.
Yes, sir. Fuck you, it's my turn.
Sorry.
Mountains, your girl's attached to your right
I'll
arm
be quicker,
at the
Matt.
end of it. That hand thing.
Perfect.
Whoa.
Hey, Mounts, don't you stop typing and start getting in the top 3 here for me, buddy.
Oh man. This might be the most entertaining broadcast of all time. Good stuff, good stuff. It's Brittany Bench, broadcasting live from Martinsville. Bill Rivard, Wes Parker, Harry Grindell, Mike Edwards, Dustin Franklin, your top 5. Here we go, back to green flag racing. Bit of a stacked up start there, a little bit of a start and stutter. Edwards gets into the outside wall on the front stretch. Able to sort back down. Wes Parker is under attack from Harry Grindell. Grindell trying to get that second spot away. Grindell stays to the inside.
Sorry,
Wes
Jay,
Parker
I'll send you
probably
3 seconds.
wishes he would go away.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Parker driving hard to try and hang on to second. Track position, everything at Martinsville. He knows if he doesn't hang on to second, Edwards is right there. Could keep him up off the bottom groove. We got a crash in the back. And the clap renewal machine is around again. And he comes down right in front of John Garrett. John Garrett probably going to be angry about that.
Welcome.
Let's see what happens to the 21. He gets near the 69. J-Munch hooks him. J-Munch sends the 21 head on into the outside wall. Had enough of the game. That was some spice. And then Clapper Newell, unhappy, drives right down the track in front of the 66 of John Garrett. Garrett fortunately cut him a break, didn't plow into him.
Yeah, we've all been there, done that, seen that, brought the movie, but
We're just not
it's going to be the person that's
going
going to keep their calm, especially in the back, if you want to make your way forward.
Absolutely. Basically, you have to drive hard and not make enemies as to how to survive races at Martinsville.
After the race, not now.
It's almost like an oxymoron, but that's what you have to do.
It does sound like it doesn't make any sense, but it makes perfect sense if you've tried it.
It's not fun. It's not something. It's an afternoon race. Started at 3:15.
Here comes Hayden Lull around. He's going to get back on the lead lap. One of our championship drivers. He has had an up and down day for sure. Got that early break and then ended up going 2 laps down anyway.
Yeah, I think he's trying to make up too much too fast. If he just stays his course, I think he'll make his way up
Mark,
eventually.
do I still have my rear deck lid?
Still over 100 laps to go. There's plenty of time for him to rebound.
Oh, yeah.
Just needs to be methodical, do it a little bit at a time, not try to take big swings. He's back there with Bikey. Bikey also a playoff driver, that red and white machine.
Perfect.
What does it mean when your guys' names are in white? They've been red the whole race.
Hayden.
Ah.
Hayden been a lap down the whole race, so he's making a joke about everybody's name. If you're wondering what he's talking about, the scoreboard shows for the drivers, and if they see the name in red, that means they're not on the same lap, they're a lap behind. He finally sees them in white, which means they're on the same lap. So Hayden being a bit of a jokester there. Lafayette hitting pit road in the 00. He's had some damage to work on, probably coming down
Squirrel,
again.
I will stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, he is
No
sliding up
cycle.
almost each turn.
Probably.
So
Probably.
I don't know if he needs to grab some tires, get some damage done, but you gotta fix that.
Looks like the right front corner still a bit bent up. Team probably going to try and straighten that out a bit more. They get about 20-25 seconds before they would end up going a lap down. I'm sure he'll rather stay on a lead lap than have to rely on those lucky dogs, although there is currently only one car off the lead lap. That is the 21 of Clapper Newell, whose front end has been destroyed after multiple accidents.
Taking the top.
Here comes the pace car. We'll see if the 00 is able to stay on a lead lap, and there he goes. So yes, Lafayette will stay on a lead lap. Bill Rivard decides to be a top this time after the
Jay,
Hunter
I'll put
Hawkins
the
as a
blood
bottom jokes last time.
You good, brother?
We'll see if Edwards is able to...
Switch
Always
batters,
wear
switch hitters.
gloves.
Yeah, switch hitters, that's my style. We got Mike Edwards trying to take advantage of that top side and get backed by Harry Grindell. We've seen it work the last 2 times on the top. That 4th position car was able to jump to 3rd. Here we go, Rivard quickly gets out. Parker's going to be able to squeeze Edwards, hold him off, but Edwards much more interested in getting by the 70. Not going to get it done.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, bumper to bumper there.
Very tight quarters of Martinsville, always is. Rivard cuts off Wes Parker. Rivard taking a bad line through the corner just to hold off Parker. Sounded like we had a scrum back here. A lot of cars out of shape, but no one goes around. Top 4, still Rivard, Parker, Grindell, and Edwards. Ethan Evers up to 5th, Dustin Franklin 6th. Rivard gets up the track. He's kind of running a diamond line. Don't think that was intentional. You don't really want to burn your tires like that at Martinsville.
How can it be 0x when you still get damage on your car?
Very carefully.
Yeah, it looks like 1 through 5 is gonna run that nice tight line. I'm more worried about the back of the group here.
Because these cars are like paper mache.
It's like the top 12 to 15 all straightened out. I think 15 Jeremy Scher, playoff driver, just smacked the wall, and looks like maybe further back we have an issue. Jonathan Legger, 28 machines gone around. Those of you new to our series, Legger is actually a deaf driver. May not have known that the 66 was on his inside. Gets up the hill and tries to come back down. The 66 was there. Legger spins himself out in front of the 00 and the 27, but everyone able to avoid. Legger brings out the caution coming across the nose of the 66 of John Garrett.
Yeah, it looked like he might have disappeared in his mirror
Sorry,
and
6, we're a couple of
got a
left
surprise
taps
when he
out
tried
of
to take it
attention.
low.
And got up the track in the center of the corner and then
Nah, man, we
did
can
not
race
know
there,
the
you're
66
good.
was there when he
It's,
tried to come
it's
back down.
contact on short track like this anyway, but it's fun racing.
Well, Wes Parker, race leader, has come to pit road. Well, he was second behind Bill Rivard, but going around the corners of Martinsville on the inside on pit road, he actually
Race
passed the
lead?
leader.
Race leader?
I just corrected myself, Hunter. Calm down. He actually passed you in the pits, going pit road speed limit.
Quinn, you still can't hear you, my friend. Okay, I'm sorry.
Daddy, chill.
You tell him. Tell him to chill. Hunter needs to take a chill pill, not a blue pill. Bill Rivard leads. Wes Parker comes to pit road. 4 tires
Yeah.
and fuel for the 22. He'll line up 16th on the field. Leave John Garrett taking some more damage repair. The 66 trying to hold off on that fast repair.
What number is
did.
Hunter?
Hunter is the 10. Leading the race.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, earlier I was
Let's
trying
go,
to
my
say
little
Jeremy,
parakeet.
sorry for talking about you.
Lana. That's one I can't repeat. So Rivard and Grindell 1-2. Edwards and Evers teammates on the second row for this restart. JJ has to be excited about that. Dustin Franklin 5th, Gallimore 6th, Montrose 7th, and Johnny Outlaw in 8th, Benke 9th, Dingman 10th, Clint Roberts is 11th, Jay Munch 12th. Llewellyn, we've seen him up and down today, he's currently 13th, Hayden Lowell 14th, after getting back on the lead lap. Jeremy Scher 15th, Wes Parker, after pitting here from 2nd, he's 16th, he's going to have to be very careful trying to come up through the field on fresh tires. Brendan Bikey, same strategy. Big dent in the back end of Bikey's machine. Lafayette rides in 18th. Jake Lawrence is 19th in the Green Ranger machine. John Garrett taking repairs, sits on pit road in 20th. Legger also on pit road 21st. These cars still in the lead lap. And then taking extensive repairs, the 21 machine is 22nd, currently 11 laps down.
Left. How was that? You're not supposed to be good at just
That's
turning
nice,
left.
Jake from State Farm, you know?
Well, it's just 2 hairpins. It's no different than, I don't know.
Don't be jelly.
Ironically, I suck at Italian right, so I'm not much of a brat.
You're telling
You're
Grindel not to.
European. You automatically are good at turning right.
Talk about
He
the
took flat tracks.
Harry Grindel supposed to not be good at oval racing because he's from across the pond. Here he is in second. JR Deal Johnny Outlaw smacks the wall on the restart. Looks like Mike Edwards just got into the back of Ethan Evers. Evers now has extensive rear end damage after the teammate gets into the back of him. That's awkward. Well, Grindel closing in on the back of Bill Rivard.
See what happens to Parrot Boy here. Looks like he's going to get pushed a little bit by the guy from across the pond.
Seems like it. Oh, Grindel makes a mistake coming off turn number 2. Car gets out of shape. He's going to give a little bit of breathing room there to Rivard. Drop back through the field a bit, see what else is going on. Evers rides 3rd, Franklin up to 4th, Montrose 5th, Edwards has fallen to 6th. Johnny Outlaw smacks the wall again in turn 4. Won't be much left of that Little Caesars Toyota. He keeps banging it off the wall like that. Need to take it to Stay Fresh, get some repairs. There's Benke in the 8th spot. Wes Parker in 9th, Hayden Lowell 10th. Gallimore 11th, Dingman 12th. Daniel Llewellyn battles with J Munch for 13th. J Munch gets into the outside wall, gets into Llewellyn. Now they're banging all the way down the straightaway. 3 wide as Scherer goes to the outside. Llewellyn then wipes out J Munch. Turns him up the track. Llewellyn makes sure he goes all the way around too.
I would have done the same thing. It looks like he was trying to bump him all the way down the track.
Well, he just got out of shape coming out of the corner. It wasn't intentional, but Llewellyn took offense to it and finished off the J Munch machine. Driver's attitude's getting a little out of shape. We're barely a third of the way through this thing. Let's take a look again as they come off the corner. Okay,
that was some old school bumping, man. That was like back in the 80s.
They were okay through the backstretch. Get over onto the front stretch. J Munch gets to the outside wall, then comes down into Daniel. And then they just bang into each other, and they couldn't get off of him. Then Llewellyn's just so low on corner entry. Even if he tried to make that corner, he wasn't going to. J Munch goes the rest of the way around, and Llewellyn sends his message.
Just making sure that yellow flag came out, that's all.
100%. Now you see J Munch trapped behind the pace car, so he can't pick to fix damage, or he'll go a lap down. He'll have to take the wave around and then try to pit on the next caution, which it seems inevitable to be coming pretty soon. Rivard still leads Grindel. Evers now 3rd, Franklin 4th, Montrose 5th, Edwards 6th. After contact between those two KVRP cars on the restart, got a little spicy. Edwards fell back a couple spots as a result. Benke up to 7th, Wes Parker is 8th. Hayden Lowell 9th, Mark Dingman in 10th. You have Jeremy Scherer in 11th, Mikey 12th. Jake Lawrence, Jake from State Farm is 13th. Nathan Lafayette 14th, Jonathan Legger 15th. Daniel Llewellyn 16th after that incident. Gallimore 17th. Johnny Outlaw is 18th. He came down pit road, took on some repairs and tires. Clinton Roberts is 19th. John Garrett trying to make do with what he still has, not using his fast repair too early. He is 20th with that beat up race car. J Munch, last car in lead lap, but currently trapped behind the pace car. When we get the 1 to go, he will be able to go around, catch the back of the field. And the 21 of Clapper Newell looks like he may be back in motion. Finally completed his 10 minutes of repairs for that machine. He's currently showing 18 laps down. With the way cautions are going, I wouldn't count him out of it for getting back on the lead lap, but it'd be a long shot.
Yeah, he has to pretty much play it perfect to get back on the lead lap.
Seems very unlikely, but you never know. I really hope there's not that many cautions. That would be miserable.
Bottom.
And Hunter Hawkins is being a bottom. There goes.
I just got a call from his girlfriend. It looks like that he's always a bottom.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
The
Call
roast.
me out like that? What the hell?
The roast from JJ.
I love you, Hunter.
Pace car heads on off. Field will roll through turns 3 and 4. We'll get the restart here. There it is. Bill Rivard jumps into the throttle. Harry Grindell trying to stay to his outside. Has actually done a really good job. Grindell trying to take the lead on the restart from the outside. Man from across the pond's giving Hunter Hawkins everything he can handle right now. Rivard drives it in deep. He didn't like that fact, and he pushed Harry up out of the groove. That was a bit dirty there. Hawkins pushed Harry Grindell up out of the groove. Now he's not only lost the lead,
It wasn't dirty.
and he has fallen all the way back to 4th. Well, you ask Harry, he'll say it was dirty.
Yeah, I don't think Mountain's going to let him back in either. So we're going to see how
That's
he's going to get back in line.
That's your other boy. Ethan Evers inside of him. A little bit of contact between those two Toyotas battling for the 3rd spot. Grindell not wanting to give it up. Knows Ethan Evers gets out of shape. He's sliding the back end. Is able to save it. What a save from Ethan Evers. I
Looks
thought
like
for
his
sure.
backside hit the 70 a little bit to help him out.
Thought for sure we were about to get quite the caution there. Evers up the track again. The 26 not handling well. Pushes Wes Parker up out of the groove. Parker out of shape. Behind them, Scherer and Lawrence come around, and that's going to bring out the caution. All that contact up front, and yet the caution comes from further back. Let's see what unfolded there.
That wall doesn't be big.
See Scherer up high out of the groove. Looks like he's going to smack the outside wall, then comes down on Jake. Jake just an innocent bystander there. And around they go. I forget what Jake's name is in the RP server. Is it Rocco?
Rocco.
Yeah, there we go.
It's like Jake from State Farm. You're going to have to call State Farm after that one, buddy.
Harry, I do appreciate you saving me though, because I was losing it, and you were there, and you saved me. Thank you.
Scherer's car damaged to the point where it's driving sideways. See it dog
If I
walking
win
down the
this
straightaway.
race, I will shave.
Hayden say if he wins this
Shave
race, we'll
what?
shave. Right? Whole body.
Look at that high.
The head, the
Eyebrows.
face, the legs, the chest, all of it.
Shave your
Whole
nut.
body. Whole body. Eyebrows, everything. Clapper Duel trying to get the
someone
lucky
else.
dog here, and everyone's in the way.
So, Jeremy. Yeah, shave Michael's nut.
Oh my. We've lost control in this race. We're only on lap 65, Brian. How do you feel
I
about the race so
report
far?
this
Yeah, this
Hey,
is
my DoorDash is finally here.
I would say is what I expected. I thought
one I
because
ordered
the
like an hour
playoff
and a
race
half
was still a
ago.
little bit more green, but it looks like things haven't changed.
Martinsville
trim the
is,
seats as
has
well.
been, and always will be Martinsville. Doesn't matter if it's the first race, the last race. Doesn't matter if there's 10 cars or 40. It's going to be Martinsville.
That's true. That's true. Oh, we got some bumping back there on the pace side, looks like.
What else is new? Who's beating and banging this time?
You know, Hayden, as much as you use DoorDash, I'm surprised you don't have that on your car.
Throwing shaded Hayden Lowell there in his proficiency at getting food delivered.
I refuse to comment on the situation.
DoorDash is a problem, man.
Wouldn't know. Unavailable for me.
So while we're under caution, those of you
Well,
that are
my
new to the
dad
series,
literally sat at Chick-fil-A
you see
for
those
20
yellow
minutes and then decided they
nameplates
weren't
on the
gonna do
windshield.
it,
Those
so
are
it
your
had to be a
playoff
different
drivers. So you see the 10, Bill
Me and Hayden
Rivard.
agree on two things: DoorDash and low brake biases.
I mean, that is how youth car
brake bias
rotate.
are you guys running?
Like he's going to tell you
I'm
that.
at like 58.
She got 58? Dear God.
50?
Wow. That is a handful.
35?
What? Llewellyn just wanting to one-up everybody. There's no way he's running 35.
Actually, I don't know if it's different because I left and joined the session a bunch of times.
Getting set for the restart. Lights are out on our pace car.
Sometimes it saves it, sometimes it doesn't.
We got the Go Hunter in chat from Jilly69. Pace car is off, and here we go. Rivard with the early jump outside line, a bit slow on the restart. That's going to allow Harry
Yeah.
Grindel to settle in there in second. Franklin going to have to drop to third.
Looks like Hunter didn't want the same thing that happened in last green, so
No,
he got early jumped it.
He did not want that outside fight this time. Looks like he's going to come off turn 4 and lead lap 69. Franklin looks like he chopped down on Edwards' nose. Now Hayden's up to the 5th spot as Evers now 6th. Wes Parker trying to make his way back up after the pit stop. He is 7th. Track position is king at Martinsville. That's why guys like Bill Rivard, Harry Grindel, Dustin Franklin, Mike Edwards have not pit this entire race. That's your top 4. Got to go Outlaw in chat. He's hanging out in the 11th position. Little Caesar's machine. Wes Parker able to get by Ethan Evers using the outside. Nice move there from Parker. Parker has been to pit road, has the freshest tires of the entire top 8. So I expect to see Parker start to move forward. Hayden Lowell's going to try to run away from him. He's the only other car that's pit inside the top 8. Hayden working over Mike Edwards.
There's the I thought he was going to hit him with the crossover. He did not.
He set him up, but Edwards didn't fall for it. A little bit of contact from Hayden to the back bumper of the 14. Edwards not phased by it. Now Hayden has Wes Parker breathing down his neck. Parker's going to go to the outside. Edwards once again takes a shot from Hayden Lowell. If I were Edwards, I'd go ahead and give it to him, but Edwards, he turns Hayden all the way down to the inside. Edwards forcing him to pass him. Coming up to 50 laps to go. Edwards with the blocking. That's a good way to get turned. Blocking him once again. Edwards not letting Hayden through at all. Parks it in the center of the corner. Hayden gives him a shot as he should. Hayden being much more patient than a lot of folks would be. Especially with Wes Parker breathing down his neck.
I'm not going to block that bet no more.
That was stage.
What are you doing, man?
John Garrett upset. Let's see if we can see. Garrett has taken his fast repair finally. Jeremy Scherer is not ashamed. Lots of bumping and banging there. Caution is out. Franklin. I think Franklin went around. Franklin with the brake bias set a little too hard. A little too low. Back end comes around under braking. And that brings out the caution. Lots of beating and banging. Typical of Martinsville.
I totally lost track of
Rubbin's
what lap it was,
racing.
Michael.
Absolutely.
Probably why I didn't push it harder. That block down the back, though, that got me.
The couple blocks down the back.
Yeah, it was a personal promise.
Here come the pit stops. Bill Rivard made it to halfway, wins the halfway points. You get 10 extra points at halfway if you're leading. That'll help his playoff cause.
I was like, I'm going to leave it in there, and then the last second I was like, nah, it's probably not a good idea.
That's what he said.
I appreciate that.
I was like, I got to remember who that is.
That escalated quickly.
Oh, Zach had to ruin it. Way to go, Zach. Doing the Konami code over in chat. Entertaining.
It looks like we had a bump there trying to get out of pit row.
It is a very tight pit road. Easy to make contact there. It looks like Edwards has beaten the 70 off pit road, but several cars not coming down this time by. Nathan Lafayette, the Penguin, his beat up Toyota takes over the lead. Johnny Outlaw finds himself second now. Clint Robertson third. Jeremy Scherer fourth. John Garrett in the 5th spot. Jay Munch, the 69, is 6th. Bill Rivard, after the pit stops, finds himself 7th. First time he's been back out of the top 2. Then you have Mike Edwards now 8th. Harry Grindel 9th. Wes Parker 10th. So pit stops shaking up the field here. Quite a few coming down this time, but 6 stay out.
Yeah, this restart's going to get messy here with these non-fresh tires in the front.
They aren't too bad, though, to be honest. 34 laps on race leader, 25 for J.R. Deal and Roberts, 16 for Scherer, 14 for Garrett, 16 for J. Munch. So it's not like they got 50-plus laps on their tires. It's still a deficit for sure, and these drivers haven't been towards the front of the field much of this race, so it could be a long haul for them. Corey Deal saying the 9 is trash, which happens to be his brother.
Perfect. Looks like Nathan has a perfect car out there in first.
What? Every side is beat up. Is that what makes it perfect?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, yep, never mind. Didn't see that. Yep.
JJ needs a new pair of spectacles, y'all.
Yep.
There's a bump in the middle. Both left and right front fenders and the center of the nose all have damage. Johnny Outlaw, at least his left front fender's okay. His nose and his right front fender are torn up. Clint Roberts looks to be in pretty good shape there in third. I say that and he'll get banged up. His nose has got a little crinkle, as does his rear end, but his sides look okay. Here we go for the restart. Lap 82 coming to 83. Great start by Lafayette. Gets jumped clear out into the lead. Fight for second is on between Roberts and the 9 of J.R. Deal. We have the 66 John Garrett up into the top 5 first time this race, battling Jeremy Scherer, those two teammates at the Fort Worth Screen Esports. And they have Bill Rivard 6 trying to hang on to the bottom, push all of the cars that go high back behind him. He'll get by Scherer here. That'll move Rivard up into the top 5. Grindel gives a bump. Hayden gives a bump to Grindel. Parker gives a bump to Hayden, the whole inside line. Bump, bump, bump. Roberts falls back. Now Rivard gets to the inside of John Garrett with those fresher tires. Clint Roberts went way high in the turn there. He's going to lose all sorts of positions in the 87. He's back outside the top 10 already. Rivard back up into the top 3. Those fresh tires bringing Harry Grindel right behind him. Caution is back out.
Oh, JR holding on.
He was doing a great job there on those older tires. Gallimore's on pit road. Legger, I think, went around again. Let's watch what happens. Looks like Montrose and Legger. Montrose misses the corner, tries to hold the brakes and get up the track. Not enough as he makes contact with the other Haviland car. The two Haviland cars come together. Daniel Llewellyn then gets a piece of Legger coming through there, but didn't look too bad for Llewellyn. Car looks all right. Gallimore on pit road. Interesting. Don't know what's going on for the 6 team. Would ideally be the lucky dog here to get a lap back, but he sits on pit road.
Looks like he was getting some tires changed there.
J Munch, 69 Magic Machine, comes down pit road. Puts his Ford Mustang in the pits. Davey on Davey violence.
Dog, hi.
Correct. So the lucky dog goes to the 21. He was able to avoid contact there at the back of the field. He'll go to 15 laps down. He was 18, so slow progress, I guess, but he's still 22nd and last. Now with Gallimore being off the lead lap, future incidents, should Gallimore be back in the race, which it looks like he is, Gallimore will be getting the lucky dogs. Goes to the first driver off the lead lap. Gallimore currently 2 laps down now. So Lafayette leads for 2 Extreme Motorsports. Daniel Llewellyn says his car has parts for sale. Llewellyn currently in 18th spot. Labor 12 CTC Chevrolet. Lafayette leads.
Hunter made up a lot of spots.
Those fresh tires, I'm telling you.
There. Yeah.
He brought Harry Grindel with him. Those two now 3rd and 4th, both pitted under that last caution. Quickly moving up, those two are.
Better hold on there, Outlaw.
I believe the 00 will take bottom here, which will push Johnny Outlaw top. Hunter Hawkins would then take the inside in row number 2. and he'll probably be able to get by Outlaw pretty easy on the restart. That is my prediction. Now, if the 00 takes top, it could be different. Harry Gundel would actually have a shot to take position away from Rivard. We'll see what the 00 decides to do. He has lane choice. He could start top or bottom here. Daniel says, turn your mic up a tad. Man Cave. Maybe I can do it in Discord, Daniel. Let me get a shot at it. Let's see. Yeah, I can bump him up a bit. Here we go. Brian, go ahead and talk.
1 2 1 2.
Is that better, Daniel?
I was just told by Outlaw's girlfriend they're gonna break the blue pills if he gets in top 5. So Outlaw, you better hang on, buddy.
If you don't understand all that, please go over to caverp.com and check it out. It's worth it, trust me. 60 laps remain here in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series. 00 Nathan Lafayette, your leader. The 9 of JR Deal. That is your front row. Lafayette kind of stacks the field up a little bit before the restart. That's actually going to help the 9. He could get down in front of the Bill Rivard machine, but chooses not to. Stays up high. Rivard going to get through. Now we're 3 wide for 3rd. Hopefully everyone knows that. We have a wreck in the background. J-Munch has gone around.
Nathan, I was not expecting you to go that late.
Looks like Montrose involved again in the 1.
Oh, you do.
The top 3 when they were in 3 wide, or the top, I should say the 1 through 4. Was it 2, 3, and 4 were in
It was 3, 4, and 5, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, they were. They did a good job.
I think
Montrose
you were trying to shove it 3 wide.
checked up really hard.
J-Munch was there, you kind of just... tried to
Looks
shove
like
it
he
3
forgot
wide.
there was a turn there.
J-Munch wasn't...
He was behind me.
Yeah.
So no, I
J-
didn't.
J-Munch wasn't there, he was behind him.
I'm so mad.
J-Munch turns... He was going to plow into the
But
back
you
of
left
Montrose,
the
so he decided to go
entire
to
lane
the
on
bottom.
in the corner.
So J-Munch
Yeah,
sent
but
it
that
3
doesn't mean you
wide.
Take it 3 wide, right?
Oh, relax.
Martinsville drivers getting angry.
Alright,
What
next time
else
I'll just
is...
spin you when it happens. That's
Name a more iconic
Bye.
duo, right? Anger at Martinsville?
It's just short track, right?
Let's get better than that.
And it's the playoffs, so
Short
added
drive.
pressure. Whoever made this schedule is just
Short track,
asking
right?
for it. Fortunately, it wasn't me.
4, so...
They probably circled this on their calendar.
I think mathematically it can fit 5.
100%. That's just what we call he sent it in the corner.
That was full send. Full
You're
send.
alright. I was trying to talk on the radio, but other people were talking about random things.
You're a random thing. Spiciness once again from the 21, even though he's 14 laps down.
Just remember that in iRacing, all
Think he's still a little
incidents
ticked
must have
off at the
blame and that they
69?
can't be racing.
Probably. Drivers don't forget, do they?
No. Even new seasons.
Full send, brother.
It could be many, many years later.
End of the day, we
You
can
just
pack
never
our
know.
bags
Drivers
and
just
go.
don't forget.
Hell, I've been
That
gone a
is
year, and
something.
Mike still remembers me wrecking him at Sonoma.
Oh, yeah. Still, my favorite moment is when we were teammates in the Dodge cars, and Neo took me out, and you drove underneath me while I was upside down in the air. It's a great team picture. Your car flipping, or my car flipping, and you're just driving underneath me.
Yeah, that was a strategic drivery.
Strategic drivery. We're going to use that in the Cave RP server now.
Yeah.
You see me bleeding
I
out
can't
on the
get my
road, I'm going to
Chick-fil-A
claim
sauce open.
strategic drivery.
Perfect.
How are we looking on playoff drivers? Let's take a quick look at the points before the race started. There they are. So the top 8 still fighting for the championship. Sheriff, Franklin, Evers, Bikey, Rivard, Garrett, Edwards, and Lowell. Obviously, Rivard leads this one right now, or second behind Bikey, or behind, not Bikey, behind, what's Lafayette? I was having a hard time remembering Nathan's name. How sad is that? JR Deal in 3rd, Harry Grindell 4th, John Garrett in 5th, Hayden Lowell 6th. So quite a few non-playoff drivers spiced up into the top 6 right now. Lafayette gets his restarted. He's chosen bottom once again. JR Deal, a horrible restart. This is the back end of the 9. Squirrels around. Those old tires failed him a little bit there. Stacked up the inside lane. That's going to help Hayden Lowell on the outside. Now you see the 9 move up as Bill Rivard takes the lead. Nathan Lafayette gives a shot to the back of our leader. Hayden Lowell trying to get by Lafayette, not waste time here.
That was a spicy pass right there. But good job, Hunter.
Oh, we're getting tight. 3
Hey,
wide
Bill.
again. Wes Parker inside Harry Grindell, inside Nathan Lafayette. 3 Toyotas, door to door to door. We're going 3 wide in the corner. Martinsville, everyone survives. Lafayette, I think, gave it up a bit so he wouldn't get destroyed, but he falls back to the 6th position. Johnny Outlaw up to 5th. Now, still side by side, Parker and Grindell battling for the 3rd spot. Grindell not wanting to give it up. These two on the same tire strategy, as are the 2 ahead of them. So the fresh tires have come through to the front here. Those on older tires struggling badly as you see Scherer in the background hit the wall. Parker does hang on to the 3rd spot. Rivard leads Hayden. Parker, Grindell, JR, Deal. Deal stacking up the field behind him with the older tires, and caution is out.
I think JR has to come down and get some tires.
What?
Yeah, anybody that hasn't yet, this is the time. Benke, looks like Benke and maybe Dingman? Dingman's there ahead of him. Dingman gets in a little hot. Benke tries to go under him, loses the back end, so no contact. But Benke just trying to get positioning into the corner. The back end comes around on him, and that just shows how hard this track is. If you don't have your brake bias set just right, it's easy for the back end to come around on you.
Giggity.
Hayden Lowell comes to pit road. He had some of the freshest tires, and here he is on pit road. That is surprising, to say the least.
Yeah, yeah. I wonder what he's thinking.
We could find out.
Yeah, let's find out.
Let me guess. Hayden's not in voice chat, is he?
Look at
We'll have
that
to just talk about it until he shows up in the driver chat. There he is. Yeah, let's bring him up. Hayden, Brian would like to know what your thinking is here as you worked your way up towards the front on some of the freshest tires. You're up there in that top 4, and you've decided to come to pit road. What was the thinking behind that?
I still think we ran hard enough, and I kind of had a little bit of damage I wanted to fix. I felt like some suspension damage that I was going to wear my right front too much, so that little time in the box. Got that fixed. We got a new fresh set of tires, and I kind of just didn't want to be behind or in front of Wesley either. He seems to drive really deep on these restarts. And, I'll take the tires and the damage, and we're just going to stay out the rest of the race. We're going to go get them.
10-4. Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Put it back in drivers 3. That's where he was hanging out. Some of those guys take pride in which driver channel they hang out in, even though he's in there by himself. I know DYDBMO, when he hangs out, he's drivers 2. They call that their team.
Superstition. That's some of that superstition too, man.
Drivers be like that, man.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bill's wearing the same pair of underwear he wore when he led at Miami for like the whole race.
And no surprise who's back in the lead here. It looks like Hunter or Bill does real good on these short tracks.
Bill's a tough one to beat tonight. I didn't expect him to have this much speed at the short track, as he's usually pretty good on the 1.5 miles, but here he is up in the front at the short track. He's been running a lot of different series this year, and it seems to be paying off. Some of those series are focused purely on short tracks. You know what? I'm not saying another nice thing about you. Your car is dented. Go fix it.
Win Richmond? No, Harry did. Never mind.
Because it rear-ended me.
Oof. He likes to rear-end teammates and painters.
That's usually Wes.
Truth.
I mean, he has already hit Bill.
No, Wes is the one that usually pinches you down.
Well, he is on your outside, so there we go. Both scenarios. Here we go for the restart, lap 105. Rivard gets a good jump on Parker here. Is the 69 of J Munch wrecks right away. That should bring out the yellow. 13th caution. 13th caution immediately comes out.
I think he started in the wrong gear. That was really strange.
Check up hard leaders.
He was on 19 lap old tires.
Tell me to let you back.
No, he was coming through the corner and it just spins out on him.
Oh,
It would have
yeah,
been
yep.
more abrupt if it was a gear change. Just kind of a lazy turn 4 spin the back end, trying to put the power down.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stop. It's just trundling at like 40 mile an hour.
Field waiting for the pace car.
I mean, it's going pace car speed.
There goes the pace car.
He's getting some ice cream.
Good old Days of Thunder joke. And the pace car finally gets in front of
Drink, motherfucker!
Bill Rivard. Alright, Brian, if I have to drink during broadcasts, you have to as well. So hydrate with me.
I got you.
There we go.
Walk it all
Perfect.
going hard. Walk it all hard.
Perfect. I hope Beta's watching. Ben Ryder. Jack Johnson. Brittany Bench. We should just call it that way.
Oh, shit.
Brittany Bench and Jack Johnson in the booth.
Yep.
I guess we're racing gauntlets. Gauntlets.
Looks like we have another open wheel racer going around the Lucky Dog.
Who got it that time? Gallimore? Yeah, Gallimore with the lucky dog. Right behind Llewellyn. Gallimore needs one more lucky dog to be on the lead lap. Llewellyn 20th, last car in the lead lap. Dingman hit pit road in the 82. Dingman eliminated from the playoffs last round. Got 3 races left in our season here, counting this one that we're in. Things winding down, playoffs getting exciting. Bill Rivard trying to punch his way into the championship race in what would be 3 weeks out. We skip next week for Thanksgiving holiday. Everyone's off next week, and then we're back at it 2 weeks' time.
Thanksgiving already. Time's going by too fast.
I know, right? I know your birthday's around here. What day was it?
Oh shit, my birthday's in 2 days.
There you go. 2 days. 2 days for Mr. JJ's birthday, and then 2 days plus 8 for mine.
Scorpio buddies.
No. We are not.
Oh, you just outside? You
I'm
just
Saggy.
outside, Scorpio?
Yep, I'm Saggy.
My birthday's in 4 days, Swift.
I think they call you.
Nobody
That's a
cares.
switch hitter. They're both.
One
They're both.
cares, Hayden.
You're both. I'm claiming you, okay? I'm claiming you.
You pulled me into the Scorpios.
Yeah, I'm pulling you in, buddy.
Sorry, everyone. I'm a Scorpio now. I don't even know what it means, to be honest. I don't keep up with that stuff, the astrology, too much. I just know what I be. I know I can't pick it out in the sky.
About being on the inside.
So, Bill, 40 laps to go on the bottom. Freshest tires, Hayden Lowell in 11th, the Napa machine. So we'll see which strategy unfolds. I don't think many of these cars like Bill Rivard will come down again. Wes Parker gets a terrible restart. That car barely able to stay straight. That's going to give Grindel the second spot easily. Edwards going to cut a break to Parker. Parker gets down in front of him. John Garrett up the track in the 66. He's going to lose several spots. Not an ideal start for the front guys here. Montrose closes down in front of the 69 of J Munch. Ethan Evers on the outside of Dustin Franklin. We got some contact a little further back. J Munch,
That was
Montrose.
a great start by Bill. I mean, he started right in the apex of that corner. It's kind of
Yeah,
set everybody up for failure right there.
Yeah, he pushes him up and then drives him off the corner. Great short track restart style, but Parker didn't read it very well. Got the car sideways when he tried to jump to the power, and that dropped him to third. Lost the second spot to Grindel there. Wes Parker gives a shot to Harry Grindel in the middle of the corner.
Sorry, Harry.
Says sorry and passes him. Jake Lawrence is around.
Oh, looks like Mike's trying to get to the... Oh, Mike was about to pass there, too. I wonder where the position's going to be.
J Munch gets into the
Apologize
back of
for that loss of talent. You
Ian-
were never going to make that turn.
Montrose. He got punted into Jake Lawrence, so J Munch punches the one car
If
into
you're
Jake
yelling
Lawrence.
at the one, he got sent into you by 69.
Thank you.
I mean, when you continuously block, there's short tack. What do you think is going to happen?
Jake
No, he got
Lawrence.
sent on. It was pretty bad.
has a personal vendetta against the
We call that short track race.
one car. He's trying to take it out on him in chat, but
I don't know.
the other
Michael was
driver's
blocking
telling him
pretty
it
bad
wasn't his
earlier,
fault
he
that
didn't
time.
get turned.
It's Martinsville. It's
Yeah, I
always
know.
your fault.
It's everyone else's fault when you're a driver. Doesn't matter what the real story
Call me
is.
out. Let him do it.
It's iRacing right there.
Like a dog going high.
I think that is Gallimore getting back on the lead lap here. Driving his modified with no front end.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm
Lucky dog
still a
needs to
piece
die.
of garbage.
Corey Deal making sure he's still a piece of garbage. Corey Deal the trash can, as we like to call him. Or he calls himself, because it was hilarious. Clint! Clint is out on track and in here doing sound commands at the same time. Clint back here in the 19th spot, probably wishing he never entered this race.
Almost choked on my water when you said that.
You know it's true. Miller, our leads.
I think this is Hunter, aka Bill. Yes, I said that in reverse. This is his race to lose.
It seems like it. Now we have to keep an eye on the tires coming forward. Hayden's up to 7th.
Daddy, chill.
Big corn beef. All the sound commands coming through. Gotta love it. I love the ones we keep alive just for the races, just because they're entertaining. Yeet is what just happened to the one car as he got sent off into the 68, and then the 68 wanted to fight the one for it. See if we can get
last one. Complete the mission.
see if we can get a word with Bill Rivard. Why not, right?
Bruh.
Yeah, let's bring him in.
Bill, DG, and Brian up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hello.
Hello. How are
Hey,
things?
how you doing, Hunter?
Hi, Tyrone.
It's JJ.
No,
It's JJ.
he's always Tyrone.
I don't hear him going, I'm Tyrone.
Who wants to play some Warzone after this?
I'll take your radio again if you're not careful.
Yeah, I know you.
Entertaining.
So what's up?
This is a war
Just
zone.
wanted to come say hi before we let you go back racing.
I thought it came out today.
Are you hoping
So-
for lots of
So
yellow, or are you
everything-
hoping for a long green flag run?
I feel like I have the speed for a green run, so
More-
I'd like
more
it to go
flat.
green.
Worried about Hayden at all with the fresh tires?
I don't care about Hayden.
Well, I'm definitely
Yeah.
not gonna play tonight then.
All right, bud. Good luck.
Thanks, bud.
I love his attitude.
Don't worry about nobody else. Just take care of your own shit.
He does it again, right in the apex.
Takes off. Harry Grindell trying to take it back to Wes Parker after last restart. Caution, back out immediately.
That's
like-
all my fault. I was in the wrong gear.
Clint said he was in the wrong gear that time. Goes around off the
Sorry,
nose of
Clint,
J
I was trying
Much.
to push you in that.
No, I know. I did the opposite of a money shifter there.
Starting
I
in the
shifted
wrong
down to
gear, you
fourth
could blow your
instead of,
motor. You can ask,
second when I was trying to downshift
Tanner about
before
that.
the restart.
Well, Clint was the original money shift, although this time he didn't shift it down. He shifted it up too far. Heard he went to 4th before he went to the right place. Craven hanging out in chat. What up, Craven?
Caution, man.
Sounds like we had some beef
Yeah.
under caution.
You came to the game, Dad.
He
I
came
just
to
had
the game.
back surgery yesterday. Thank God on my spine.
Wyatt in chat saying Fafo.
For sure.
You got wheel damage. Entertaining. Sounds like all the girls have gone away and all the boys are talking in chat now.
Yeah, they're going on to get ready for the grand opening of Stay Fresh, so they're going to get dressed and stuff like that, probably.
Gotcha. We need 4K TVs in the city.
He knows.
Question: Who's in the playoffs right now? That's out of 10th spot right now.
Outside of the top 10?
Yeah, outside.
Brandon Bikey is 11th.
All right, so it's going to get a little spicy here these last 20 or so, if it hasn't been already. We're talking about ghost pepper spicy.
Ghost pepper spicy. The one chip challenge spicy.
Yeah, one chip challenge spicy.
Carolina Reaper spicy, says the squirrel. Well, Wes has a reputation for taking out teammates. Will we see that again? Mike Edwards just hit the curb under caution. I think he fell asleep with the wheel.
No, he's typing. His ass is typing.
Where's Rocco? There's Rocco. And 16th. Rocco's missing his
Leslie
butt.
Parker is Ty Gibbs. Changed my mind.
Edwards did do tequila before the race. We saw it on Snapchat. We can confirm.
Discord chat gonna be lit tonight.
Discord's going to be a nightmare. I'm just closing it as soon as the race is over. I'll deal with y'all tomorrow. Maybe Thursday.
No, it's Rick. You got to do points first.
Nope. We got grand opening of Stay Fresh tonight. I ain't got time for points.
Mountain's taking his car through the grass there.
Got fight night. Ding, ding, ding.
We need some of these drivers to go in there and have fight night. Get their differences settled.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
We are gonna be.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Lights out on our pace car. We'll be 26 to go at the line. I kind of like that number.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Who knows? Rivard with the restart leaves Parker behind. We got a wreck in the
Well, they
background.
Oh, again.
Looks like J Munch 69's gone around. And now their spiciness has
I just want green flag lap.
21 swerves at J Munch.
Those two don't like each other.
They really don't, even when the wreck doesn't involve him. Looks like the 35 of Matt Banky does not get a good restart there. Car comes down a lane as he tries to put the power down, and that shifts him into the 69 of J Munch. J Munch not expecting that, goes around and into the inside wall, and then the 21 reminds the 69 he's not happy with him. Cliff's a big fan of the 21, I can tell you. Mr. Too Extreme. Big fan. So Rivard, Parker, Grindell, Scherer up in the 4th spot. Good job, Jeremy Scherer. Give him a shout out there. Edwards 5th, Hayden Lowell 6th, Dustin Franklin 7th, John Garrett 8th. All those drivers in the playoffs. Ethan Evers 9th in there as well. Bikey 10th, so a big wad of playoff drivers in the top 10. Spikey, as you mentioned, needed to move forward. He's up now into the top 10. Look at them KRP cars.
Looking pretty.
Hear me out. This is the crazy idea, but hear me out. What if we, hear me out, ran green flag lap?
You just need to calm the fuck down with that.
What if you hear me out? Disconnect.
Yeah, I think the 21 and the 69 need to join and duke it out.
It'd be great.
What'll you give me if I disconnect?
He won't give you a black eye. How about that?
And Chick-fil-A sauce openers.
I will send you my virtual championship.
Oh, wow. These guys are getting out of hands.
Sir, can I warm my tires up?
Yeah, gotta love Martinsville. Gotta love Martinsville post race and Discord.
It's gonna be fun. Let's see if we can get a chat with Wes, since we're still under the caution here. He's muted. Unmute yourself, Wes. Wes, stop being muted.
Hello.
Hello. You got 22 to go in the 22 car. What is your plan for trying to get by that 10 for the rest of this race?
If we get green laps.
That's all you need? Some green flag runs?
Oh,
Think you can get it done?
Green runs.
All right. Wes Parker's saying all he needs is some green flag.
Looks like he needs some
Well,
more
I
duct
tell you
tape
what,
on that trunk lid.
be aware for that restart in the apex of that turn. He's getting you guys
Can
every
you knock
time.
it back in place?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
yeah,
Good
trying
luck
to
to you.
hammer it down.
Put West back down in his 10-10 chat as we're getting set for the restart. Lights out on our Ford Mustang pace car. Bill Rivard in his Propel Kiwi Strawberry flavored Chevrolet. I wonder if the car's flavored that or the Propel. I don't want to find out. Rivard pushes him up in the center. Gets the restart. Parker trying to hang on his outside. He gets a great run through 4. He's going to beat the 10 to the line. We'll see if it black flags him for that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Parker hanging on the outside of Bill Rivard, giving him a go here.
He was ready for that restart.
He was. You told him to be ready, and he was ready. We'll see if Rivard pays back the favor from the beginning of the race where... Oh, there it is. Contact between Rivard and Parker. Parker out to the lead. Rivard sends it in too deep. He's sliding up the track. Rivard up the hill in front of Hayden Lowell. More contact. Rivard falls way back into the field. He's now barely in the top 10. It's Hayden Lowell, John Garrett inside of him. Ethan Evers there and Bikey as well. Bill Rivard dropped like a rock after that contact. Parker leads. Grindell second. Scherer in third. Edwards fourth. Then you have the 74 Franklin. 67 Hayden Lowell up to the 6th spot. Has the best tires left.
I mean, Clint.
It looks like Mike's going to make a move for third here. Oh, caution.
Caution is out. Looks like the 68 Jake Lawrence gets out of shape going into the corner. Clint Robertson, innocent bystander at the end of it there. But Lawrence.
Oh, that's unlucky. That's just unlucky.
Rocco getting in there a little too deep. Goes around. Roberts nowhere to go. Been a tough one on Rocco here. Martinsville has a habit
Rocco.
of...
What is this?
Hold your head up, Rocco. You still got this,
season.
buddy. Just like
Martinsville
you
has a
got
habit of
JJ's
chewing them up and
girlfriend.
spitting them out. Oof. What did you guys think in chat about that race for the lead and contact? Bill Rivard, he tried to keep the power down and also stay off Wes Parker. And so that little bit of contact when he had the wheel already turned, the 10 car just shot to the left and it really slowed him down trying to save it. Looks like Rivard's decided to pit here. Lost the lead. He coming to pit road. So Rivard is going to have really fresh tires.
That's a lot of spots he has to make up at 16 to go.
Yeah, that's surprising. He was in the top 10 still. Now he's all the way to 19th.
Unless he felt something wrong there with the car after that bump. Because I think he hit the wall, too.
Max Steele with a rate of 4. Thank you so much, Max. Hope you're enjoying our Cave RP shenanigans. Martinsville be like that for sure.
All right.
Oh, Parker now leads, has control of the field. We up at the shop. Hell yeah. Grindell second. Scherer third.
Yeah, I was checking
Perfect,
out the
Beta.
record, sorry.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Geez, thank you for the
You're good,
follow.
brother.
Appreciate that. Scherer up to third. Great run for Jeremy Scherer here tonight. Mike Edwards fourth. Dustin Franklin fifth. Hayden Lowell's up to sixth. Hayden has about 30 lap fresher tires than those in front of him. We'll see what he can do with that in the next 15 laps. John Garrett in seventh. Brandon Bikey 8th, Ethan Evers 9th, and Ian Montrose 10th. Those of you that keep saying I have a broadcaster curse, I just want to remind you on that restart, Wes Parker was second, and now he's leading. So take that and stick it in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
Let's check in
Now that you
on...
mentioned that the curse was broken by Wes, someone will dump him.
Probably.
I had to get there first.
Oh! Mike Edwards in fourth saying
Shut
he's
up,
got to
Michael.
get there before he can dump Wes Parker.
Love you.
Man, oh man. Some of this is just joking and some of this is actual spiciness. And if you're not part of the league, it's hard to discern which is which. Fortunately, we can help you out with that. Mike's is about 50-50, to be honest.
Yeah, you never know with him. Yeah.
Part of that was just joking, and part of that was he probably would. Knowing how much tequila he had before the race, I think he would. Plus, Wes Parker is kind of owed one from Edwards after early contact in the playoffs between the two. Wes hasn't made friends in the playoffs, that's for sure. Even art teacher Autumn will tell you that. That'd be his lovely lady. She helps design most of his cars. Not this one, but most of them. Parker, a great restart. Jumps out on Harry Grindell. Jeremy Scherer trying to hold off Mike Edwards. Edwards going to send it on the outside of his teammate. Those two Fort Worth Screen Esports team cars, 14 and 15. Edwards making that high line work. Hayden Lowell stacked up behind. He's going to try to get to the
Wow.
inside of Dustin Franklin.
What a move right there.
Not able to get there yet is Franklin. Edwards gets into the outside wall. Share with a little bit of contact, not much. I think Edwards is going to tuck in behind, not burn up his stuff. With 11 to go, is there side by side for the race lead. Harry Grindell gets to the inside. Not able to get the power down off the corner, though, and Parker gets back out in front. Now Share looking for second. Gets his 15 car inside of Harry Grindell. Share is going to lose the car, gets spun to the side, saves the back end. Outstanding save from Share, but he's going to fall all the way back to 6th now.
What a move by the Napa car to stay away from that, too.
Yeah, Hayden Lowell, great avoidance there. Now we have Mike Edwards 3rd, Grindell 2nd, Wes Parker leading the race here. 3 Toyotas out front of the field as I hear some banging against the wall behind them. We stay green. Jake Lawrence now on pit road in the 68. Scherer battles Dustin Franklin for position. Hayden Lowell with the fresh rubbers caught up to the back of Edwards with 9 to go. These two at the halfway point, there was a lot of blocking. Looks like Dustin Franklin's had an issue. He's fallen back. Field is scrambling around him. We still under green flag conditions with the 74 playoff driver. Something happened here late in the race and he's fallen way back. Hayden not going for the 3rd spot in the Napa car. Hayden takes away 3rd from Edwards. The 2 drivers ahead of him not in the playoffs, so Edwards with the smart move, not blocking Hayden too much there. Things are chaotic back farther in the field. Ethan Evers is up to the 6th spot ahead of Bill Rivard. Those two fighting for playoff positions as they both have gotten by Jeremy Scherer. Rivard with those fresh tires, he's up into 6th. That is impressive. Just 9 laps, he is up to 6th. Oh, JR Deal, the outlaw, goes around, gets contact there. Everyone keeps it straight, and we stay green. There was so much contact. JR was dead sideways, but then got hit back straight. So much contact happening. Parker leads Grindell. Hayden Lowell with the fresh tires. That is the 70 of Grindell getting out of shape on the corner there. Sent it in too deep. Hayden Lowell's going to get a free 2nd place out of that. Now Wes Parker has to try and run away with 5 laps remaining. Can the 67 of Hayden Lowell run down Wes Parker in these last 4 laps? Hayden is there.
Yeah, if this stays green, it's going to be his. He's getting great runs coming out of the turn.
Caution is out. We're going to go to overtime. Where did this one unfold? Was that Llewellyn around? Llewellyn gets righted right in front of our leader, Wes Parker. Let's see how Llewellyn ends up around. Looks like this happened before him. Looks like there was some chaos on the track ahead of Llewellyn. There's Bikey involved, one of our playoff drivers. That's not good for Bikey. Let's see what happens to send him around. Montrose in the 1 is behind him, but Bikey gets onto the curbing.
Montrose, sorry about that, man. I hit the corner.
As we hear it in the chat, Bikey hits the curbing. That upsets the 27 car. And Montrose, nowhere to go, gets into him, turns him around. And then after that, Llewellyn gets turned. I think that was the 6th of Gallimore. They make contact after the wreck. Llewellyn goes around. Gallimore gets in the J-Munch. There's nowhere to go in this short little track. Llewellyn loops it around. He's still in the lead lap in 18th, so good job to Llewellyn there. Bikey 19th now in the playoffs. He's getting damage repair. Looks like JR Deal 20th, the outlaw, not having a very good run here at Martinsville.
It's fair. I'm not mad. I feel like an idiot.
I think we just had contact under the caution between the 10 and the 21. Yeah, we did. We'll see the 21 start to get his lap back from the Lucky Dog pass. Here we go. And I think the 10 didn't get out of the way. He slows down at least. He just gives him a little bump.
He could have. 21's bumping everybody today.
The way he's been angry this race, I kind of would have expected him to hit him full speed, so at least he slowed down before hitting the 10. Bill is in 5th. We're on a green-white checker. He has 15 laps on his tires. The next best tires is Hayden in second, who has 49 laps on his. So Bill, 35 lap fresher tires, sitting in fifth. We're going to at least one overtime of a green-white checker. Knowing Martinsville, we'll probably use more than one.
Oh yeah, people are gonna full sin here.
Absolutely. Desperate people trying to get playoff positioning. Speaking of that, playoffs drivers, Hayden Lowell in second, Mike Edwards fourth, Bill Rivard fifth, John Garrett sixth, Ethan Evers seventh, Jeremy Scherer in eighth. All of those drivers in the playoffs. Then you have Franklin back in 12th. He's going to be desperate to try and make up some spots,
During that
as
last
is
run when I was ping-ponging off
Mikey.
cars,
Mikey is in 18th.
all y'all that are hit, I'm sorry.
Outlaw apologizing for hitting people.
Outlaw, too hyped on blue pills.
Tell you what, Outlaw's an amazing person.
Hunter Hawkins says he's all hyped up on the blue
just
pills.
sideways and Drew driving happened around me.
Yeah, that'll do it to a guy. I tell you what.
I tell you what. Well, whatever happens, Mr. JJ, it's been an honor to have you in the booth. This has been really fun.
Yeah, man, this was awesome. Makes me miss iRacing, but not as much to grab my wheel though.
Not so much to grab the wheel, but maybe just to hang out.
Yeah.
Being part of our team, we love having you around, so there's that. Parker gets us restarted. Hayden Lowell caught napping a bit. Has Harry Grindell to his inside. That should be all Parker needs as long as the caution doesn't come out. Hayden battling Grindell for second. Grindell with a good restart. The two KVRP cars come together. Mike Edwards goes around a bit, but it gets turned back straight by John Garrett. Wes Parker leads. I think we're going to get the white flag here. We are feet away, and there it is, the white flag. We will only use one overtime here. Wes Parker leads Hayden Lowell. Bill Rivard up to fourth. Can Hayden run down Wes Parker? Hayden's going to give it a send here. He sent it in deep, trying to make contact. Does not get there. Harry Grindell's going to get by. I think Bill Rivard's going to get him too, and there's contact between Rivard and Hayden Lowell.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness, what a crazy finish. There's a huge stack up. This is Sidewinder.
That's the way you finish. That's how you finish at Martinsville.
This is Sidewinder, baby. That was crazy. Holy cow. What a finish. Wes Parker getting the win. Harry Grindell picks up second. Hayden Lowell, Bill Rivard made contact coming out of fours. Rivard trying to hang on to the third spot.
If you guys got anything to protest, send my way. Thank you. Have a great night.
Jake Lawrence saying protest, send him his way in the Discord. Thank you and have a great night. Parker celebrates here. If we can get the top three to the interview room, Hayden Lowell, Harry Grindell, Wes Parker. And you know what?
What are you doing, man?
After that race, I would even accept an interview from Bill Rivard. I just want to talk about that last lap coming off the corner. That was awesome.
Well, he got punted in the fourth place there. Let's talk about that if he gets in.
Yeah, Ethan Evers plowed into him to push him into fourth.
John, do we need to send an ambulance?
That was a crazy finish. That was amazing. Holy cow.
Yeah, I've got sand in my underwear. If I had underwear on.
John. Oh my god. Wes Parker doing his burnouts on the front stretch here at Martinsville, picking up the victory tonight. Lives in Bristol, Tennessee, not too far away from Martinsville. And he goes ahead and disappears. We can't even show him now. We got Hayden in the waiting room. Let's pull him in. Hayden, DG, and Brian up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, what an insane finish there. You full sent trying to get to the back bumper of that 22 car. Cost you second to Harry Grindell. Almost cost you third to Bill, but then Bill's trying to push out. You two make contact, coming to the line. Bill goes around. You're able to get back by. Tell me how crazy that finish was, just the whole last lap.
It back farther than that because I think at that race gone green, we didn't get that final caution. I think I would have definitely gotten to Wesley. And with the way he's raced me and the way he races others, I think it would have been more than fair to, give him a bump, give him a little boot, scoot, and boogie out of the way. I just didn't get a good restart, and I got side by side with Harry. I had to do what I could. I took the bottom going into 3. And it was just try to catch him. And I know with how bad I am at super speedway racing with Daytona next week, that second didn't matter to me, third didn't matter, fourth, whatever. I needed to try to get to Wesley's rear bumper, and I did everything I could to try to get there without completely driving through him, and I just wasn't quite there, and yeah, I went deep, went wide, and well, replay kind of shows what happens after that. But didn't lift out of the corner and just dug to the line.
10-4. Well, certainly entertaining up in the booth. Brian, you got any questions for our third place driver?
I thought it was a good job. I mean, you did what you had to do there at the end, and it took a lot of guts to do that because we're watching the replay here now, and you came within inches. I'm talking inches of doing what you needed to do.
He needed that blue pill.
Yep, you needed that blue pill.
You know, if I didn't have that front bumper damage, I might have made contact. But yeah, like I said, I know I'm not good enough at Daytona or Talladega or even Atlanta, the new Atlanta now, to where I could be content with second. I needed to try go get that win and lock myself into Las Vegas, and we just didn't do that. But we'll see where the points shake out, and it's gonna be. I think it's going to be difficult next week to try to transfer because we got a bunch of 10/10 cars. And I'm sure they're going to work together to try to get as many points as they can for themselves. And I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, the good news for you, neither driver ahead of you was in the playoffs. So you got the most points tonight for the playoff drivers, aside from what may have happened with stage points. That's got to be some relief to you.
Definitely helpful trying to build whatever points cushion I can. But like I said, I don't trust. I wouldn't trust any points with my track record and my talent at restrictor plate tracks.
10-4. Well, one last thought from Becca. She says Hayden sucks. You got any friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Big shout out to Napa Auto Parts and specifically Napa Batteries. It's getting cold out. Make sure you got yourselves a brand new Napa battery if it is over. Remember, use promo code Hayden at checkout for 0% off all new Napa battery orders, purchases. I think we're out of the 1 month subscription for McKenna, but still thank you to her for putting up with me for some reason. Madigan Motorsports, everything going on. Appreciate you, DG, for putting on these broadcasts, the GG Racing Network. Travis, I know you're not here, but we miss you, dude. We miss you helping run in these races. We miss you in these races. And I know this race was kind of a you-know-what show, but Jake puts up with a lot, too, and appreciate his help with this series.
100%. All right. Thank you, Hayden. Appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next racer.
Thank you very much.
Napa know how. Napa know.
They don't pay us money. Don't say their name. Harry, DG, and Brian up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I've got you.
Well, it looked like it was a wild, chaotic time out there. You're up in the top 5 most of the race, and you were able to bring it home in second after that full send from the 67 and get that extra spot right there in the last lap. How did it feel out there?
I mean, any time I race at Martinsville, it is a miserable experience, and today was no better. And finishing P2 hasn't really changed that fact. It was just a horrid race. It's a horrid track. I hate it with every fiber of my being. I'm a momentum guy, right? I like driving, sort of mid to high speeds, conserving momentum, that style of racing. This is just heavy braking zone, hard on the throttle, heavy braking zone. It's the accordion effect physically manifest, and it just leads to loads of wrecks, loads of chaos, loads of mess. I almost got dumped by the 22. I got ran up the hill, God knows how many times by the rest of the field. And yeah, it's just not a fun time for me in this car.
Sounds like Martinsville is your favorite track.
Yeah, yeah.
Something along those lines.
Brian, you got a question for our second place finisher?
Just when that last bit, the last 3 laps there, was your plan to try to overtake second place, or what were you thinking there?
I mean, I was wanting to I was wanting to put the bumper to the 22 and see if I could get past him, in all honesty, but I just never really got the chance to try it. So once Hayden sort of sent it up me, as much as I was, I can't say, I sort of thought, well, if I just let him go, he will go up there, and then maybe he'll boot him out of the way for me. So it was a case of I was more so focused on trying to keep with the 22 as opposed to anything else. So I didn't mind being passed by Hayden that much, but and then yeah, he ran himself into the wall coming out of 4 anyway, so it didn't really matter in the end.
All right, sir. You got those friends, family, sponsor shout-outs for us tonight?
Yeah, Team Kamikaze, as always. Big name on the side of this car. Big ups to them, everything that they do to support me and when I do. to Centered Hosting and to Soyo, Team Kamikaze's sponsors, to Chance 2 Motorsports for taking me in Sidewinder for the couple of series that I do here, to yourself for streaming, to everybody who puts this on, and not to whoever runs Martinsville Speedway.
10-4, congrats on your second place finish, and we'll catch you Friday night.
Yeah, we'll do.
It's Harry Grindell bringing it home in the second position. Now we'll bring in the man of the hour, Wes Parker, getting the victory tonight in the 22. Wes, not making any friends in the playoffs, but still getting the victories. How does it feel to be on top tonight?
It feels good. I mean, it's been kind of a while since I won a race, so I mean, I like short tracks and everything. It's just I wish we could have the caution go down a little bit more, maybe like just 2 or 3 in a race.
I mean, it is Martinsville, so unless you turn cautions off, that's just not going to happen.
No, I mean, if we knew how to race.
You can see it at Bristol, you can see it at Richmond, but Martinsville just never is clean, no matter what series it is. It's just not clean.
It's too narrow. It's too narrow. It's not going to happen.
Well, what Harry was saying too.
It's not a league thing. It's like everybody. Like everybody's so aggressive and everybody wants to get to the front, and we don't have a lot of people that wants to give and take. So, I mean, I like short tracks. If we could run short tracks all the time, I would do it. I like it. That's me. Huh?
The braking zones too. It's so hard. Like people break in different spots because some people are backing up the corner and some people aren't, and you have to try to anticipate what the other drivers are doing more so than what you're actually doing. And a lot of people don't take that into effect, so it kind of throws them off when they get into the corner and just run into the back of people. So many of the wrecks tonight were contact from behind situations or missing the braking points and getting in too deep, and most of it was that. There wasn't much of anything that was intentional or deliberate. It was just so many people are not familiar with where each other brakes, I guess, and it's hard to anticipate what other people are doing when you're so focused on your own car, and that's what makes Martinsville such a messy track for cautions.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
All right, well, you still brought it home in victory lane, the 10-10's 22 machine. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight, Mr. West?
Shout out to Autumn. She
of course.
Probably is maybe asleep. I don't know. But, shout out to the whole 10-10's group. Wish Travis was kind of racing with us. I mean, everybody wish he was. Hopefully will, next season when if he fixes his computer or gets a new one. But, shout out to him for, having this league and everything, and still John sponsoring the league also. And, for you to do every series every day, I mean, that's a lot on you. So, like, thank you for doing that. And, hopefully we can help out the member to win the championship next week. Well, not next week, but 2 weeks. But
3 weeks.
Daytona's a good super speedway. We like that. So teams will work with teams. So hopefully we can get a W.
Having all major agreements now, go ahead and get on the horn and start making those arrangements for 2 weeks out from tonight. We'll be going to the super speedway. Yeah, Brian, you got a question for our race winner tonight?
No, just good race. Way to hang on. And I know that you had to be aware of that car coming up on you with 1 to go. He was ready to send you up the track there.
Oh,
he was inches. He was inches from your bumper. Inches.
Yeah, I was watching it just a second ago, and really, like, it looks like it's gonna be all intentional. Cause like I've been spun around because like he was going so fast, so like he didn't care if I got ran over and just spun around. So if that happened, I would remember that too. So.
All right, sir. Well, congrats on the victory tonight, and we'll see you next week or 2 weeks' time. We got off next week, so we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, well, 2 weeks then. Okay.
Yeah, we're off for Thanksgiving, so enjoy your turkey, and we'll see you back here in 2 weeks.
All right. See ya.
All right, Mr. Brian, what'd you think of that race overall?
It was Martinsville. Martinsville's going Martinsville. But I tell you what, that ending was exciting. That was about as good as you can get of an ending.
Was it worth the 17 cautions before it?
Yes.
Barely.
Yeah, barely.
All right. Well, I enjoyed it. I'm glad to have you along. That was a lot of fun. We have to say this has been iRacing.com. You can head on over there, pick up a subscription, this track and these cars, and come race with us. Head on over to DGSRacing.com. Click on the big red snake. That'll get you to our community Discord where you can hang out, be a fan, be a driver, sign up to run parts of our leagues, whatever you want to do. We just love to have you. Come on, check it out. DGSRacing.com. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We appreciate you so much. For Mr. Jack Johnson, this has been Brittany Bench up in the bench. We'll talk to you guys in the next race. Thank you so much for being here.